Behind the ancient stone walls and manicured grounds of Britain's royal estates, property has never been just about brick and mortar. It represents lineage, status, and power. When online headlines declared that Prince William had evicted Queen Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, from a royal property, millions of people instantly took notice. It seemed to confirm every quiet rumor about a deeply divided royal household. By the end of this video, you will understand the real story behind these viral reports, how royal land rights actually work, and what this situation reveals about Prince William's long-term vision for the British monarchy. To understand why this rumor spread so quickly, we first need to look at who Tom Parker Bowles actually is. Born in 1974 to Camilla Shand and Andrew Parker Bowles, Tom grew up completely outside the direct royal line. He built a successful career as a respected food writer, author, and restaurant critic. For decades, his relationship with the royal family was quiet, distinct, and distinctly secondary. King Charles is not only his stepfather, but also his godfather. Yet, despite his proximity to the sovereign, Tom Parker Bowles has never been a working royal, nor has he ever held an official residence granted by the Crown Estate or funded by the taxpayer. Why, then, did reports suddenly claim he was being removed from royal ground? The answer lies in how the royal portfolio is governed today. The British royal family does not operate out of a single household budget or a single property trust. It relies on two vast, historically distinct land holdings, the Duchy of Lancaster, held by the reigning monarch, and the Duchy of Cornwall, held by the heir apparent, the Prince of Wales. When Prince William became the Duke of Cornwall following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, he inherited management of over 128,000 acres of land spanning across 20 counties in England and Wales. With that inheritance came absolute legal authority over who leases those properties, how they are managed, and how revenue is generated. Every lease agreement, whether for commercial farmland, residential homes, or historic cottages, must pass strict financial and legal oversight. Every tenant, whether a civilian tenant farmer or an extended family relation, is subject to the duchy's formal review process. This sudden shift in administrative control was the exact spark that set off recent public speculation. When Prince William assumed control of the Duchy of Cornwall, he did not simply step into a caretaker role. He initiated a comprehensive top-to-bottom review of all estate assets. His stated goal was unambiguous: modernize operations, prioritize environmental sustainability, reduce costs, and ensure strict commercial viability. During this process, several long-standing tenancy arrangements across royal lands were re-evaluated. Some private leases were renegotiated at full market rates, while other informal arrangements were phased out entirely. According to reporting from British royal correspondents, this rigorous administrative tightening led outside observers to jump to dramatic conclusions. Many assumed non-blood relations were being explicitly targeted or pushed out. It wasn't long before public speculation linked these real estate audits directly to Queen Camilla's children. In reality, neither Tom Parker Bowles nor his sister Laura Lopez ever held permanent residency within the official sovereign housing pool. They own and rent private homes entirely in the civilian sector, primarily in the English countryside. However, Queen Camilla herself owns Ray Mill House, a private Wiltshire estate she purchased in the mid-1990s following her divorce from Andrew Parker Bowles. Because her private residence sits near territories long associated with royal property management, public confusion quickly mounted. Small administrative shifts and standard lease reviews were magnified by internet commentators into massive personal feuds. Sensational headlines quickly reshaped a basic estate auditing process into an explosive family drama. The dramatic claims of a sudden eviction were born from internet rumors and clickbait headlines rather than court decrees or palace announcements. Yet, the speed with which the public believed these reports points to a deeper truth about the modern monarchy. People expect a major shift in how the institution operates once Prince William eventually takes the throne. The Prince of Wales has consistently signaled his intent to streamline the entire royal footprint. He has advocated for a leaner, more cost-effective model that focuses heavily on direct public service rather than royal heritage perks. Under this approach, access to royal resources and housing is tied strictly to official working duties rather than family connections or marriage ties. This philosophy creates a firm, visible boundary between working royals and extended non-working family members. For Queen Camilla's adult children, that boundary has actually been present for nearly 2 decades. Tom Parker Bowles has repeatedly stated in public interviews over the years that he and his sister are not part of the royal family in an official capacity. They attend major state occasions, such as the coronation and Christmas services, strictly to support their mother. They do not receive taxpayer funding, security details, or official housing allowances. They remain private citizens who earn their own livings in the private sector. So why does the relationship between Prince William and Queen Camilla's children remain a topic of intense public interest? The history between the two families carries decades of complex public emotion and media narrative. When King Charles and Queen Camilla married in 2005, two entirely different households were brought together under one massive spotlight. Navigating that dynamic required patience, respect, and significant time from everyone involved. Over the years, Prince William and Prince Harry established a workable, polite dynamic with their step-siblings. They were seen together at family weddings, jubilees, and formal celebrations over the decades. Yet, polite family relationships do not eliminate the operational realities of royal administration. When Prince William took charge of the Duchy of Cornwall, he was legally obligated to act as a modern trustee, not just a relative. His primary responsibility is to safeguard the estate for future generations, including his own children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. That means enforcing rigid operational standards across all properties, regardless of family ties or historic habits. When old leases expired or management rules changed, rumors naturally filled the quiet space left by palace privacy. What many misconstrued as a personal eviction was actually the quiet enforcement of modern corporate governance. To fully grasp the scope of this administrative shift, one must look at how royal properties were handled in previous generations. Under earlier reigns, the distribution of grace and favor apartments and estate cottages was often used as an informal rewarding system for extended family, royal aides, and personal allies. Kensington Palace, Windsor Castle grounds, and the wider duchy lands frequently housed distant relatives with minimal commercial oversight. However, public scrutiny over royal finances has increased dramatically over the last decade. The public increasingly demands transparency regarding how royal land and state resources are used. Prince William has shown a clear awareness of this societal shift. By applying strict commercial and operational standards to the Duchy of Cornwall, he is removing any perception of favoritism. This strategy protects the monarchy from accusations of misuse of funds or improper allocation of property. It also signals to the public that the future king views his role through a lens of professional stewardship. While news of an eviction makes for dramatic headlines, the true narrative is one of structural evolution. The distinction between the official duties of the crown and the private lives of family members is clearer today than ever before. Queen Camilla's children have consistently embraced their private status, avoiding royal titles and maintaining independent careers. Tom Parker Bowles continues his work in food journalism and television, remaining focused on his professional endeavors. Meanwhile, Prince William continues to reshape the Duchy of Cornwall into a modern, forward-looking enterprise focused on sustainability and community housing initiatives. The narrative surrounding royal properties will undoubtedly continue to attract public fascination. Every lease renewal, property renovation, or change in tenancy is dissected by media outlets around the world. Yet behind the exaggerated headlines lies a consistent, deliberate strategy by the Prince of Wales. He is constructing an institution designed to withstand modern scrutiny by holding every asset accountable. This balance between respecting historical tradition and implementing modern efficiency is perhaps the greatest challenge facing the contemporary royal family. As the monarchy adapts to a new era, clear boundaries around estate management will remain crucial to maintaining public trust. While the dramatic claims of an eviction do not align with verified facts, the story reflects a real transformation inside the palace. The British monarchy is transitioning into a smaller, more accountable institution. Privileges once taken for granted by extended family members are being carefully evaluated and structured. Prince William is demonstrating that under his future reign, clear rules and formal standards will apply to everyone. This approach preserves the credibility of the crown in a modern world where absolute transparency is expected. Do you think Prince William's strict approach to managing royal property is the right move for the monarchy's future, or do these modern changes risk creating unnecessary tension within the extended family? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more clear, reliable royal coverage.